off-season has been officially cancelled. Yes, I had planned a week off the bike, but an opportunity has come up which I need to stay fit for. Now I'll get into that in a moment. And just to show you my little bike camera, this is what I use now on the road to stay safe and maybe do some recording, but I'll have probably a video talking about the camera I use, maybe a review and suggestions of what bike cameras to use for safety and whatnot. But yeah, we're just going out for a 3-4 hour ride. But yeah, I was gonna do a crazy challenge in my week off the bike, but that video looks like it might not happen. I was gonna do, will I get fat eating 500 grams of sugar every day for a week without exercise? But that looks like that's probably not gonna happen now. Probably keep that in mind if I feel like there's a good opportunity to take a week off in the near future just to rest or whatnot. But at the moment I need to stay fit because I have something exciting coming up, and there'll be at least one video on it soon, so stay tuned for that and subscribe. Now let's get out on the bike because the days are getting short now in the Northern Hemisphere, and I need to make the most of it before it gets dark. So let's get going. Off season is cancelled. Now why is that? Well, I won't keep you waiting anymore. I'm doing some testing. Yes, lab testing. Now you might be able to see my little friend here on my shoulder. Now this is my camera that I'm using for recording all the great behaviour of people around me on the road. I've done previous videos talking about, putting it nicely, being involved in an accident with a car, i.e. hit from behind. That's still ongoing, so I won't talk too much about that, but I will talk more about this camera that I'm using in more videos. Now it is really good. It lasts as long as I last on a ride, but I'll have more details on that in another video. So if you're looking for a camera like this to record, so subscribe for that. That's coming soon. So I just took part here in the UK in the National Hill Climb Championships. Wasn't my greatest day on the bike, but no, I was planning to have a week off the bike after that, or maybe just enjoy another week of good fitness before. So that would be, yes, that was on the 27th of October. So now, yeah, I would have, end of October, beginning of November, I would have had a week off just to reset. But yeah, this lab testing that has come up as a result of doing the National Hill Climb Championship. So it's here in Newcastle upon Tyne, and yeah, it's a study, but I get to have 7 visits to a laboratory. Sounds so scary, doesn't it? To study me under the microscope. So I'll be doing a VO2 test. Now I've never done one before properly, so I've never actually known what my VO2 max is. If you've not heard of that, so I'm not sure what it is, it's essentially how much oxygen you take in, and it's basically how much energy you can use up with the oxygen, and obviously the higher that is, the more efficient endurance athlete you'll be. So I want to have a good performance, so I don't want to take a week off and then come into it like, you know, it's only a week, it would only be a week off, but so you wouldn't lose that much fitness, but you know, if you want to get a good representation of what, you know, you can do, then I want to have a good go at it. So I mean, in terms of how much, you know, what I'm looking to do, you know, I have a fairly good idea. You know, if I'm on a good day, then, you know, in my hill climb training that I was doing, you know, I was doing, well, not great in the races, because I always suffer from race day nerves, and it doesn't happen every time, but I was very, very nervous for the National Hill Climb Championship. Probably the nervous I think I've ever been for a bike race. But yeah, I was about 66.9 thing on the day, and I mean in training, you know, I was doing 550 for 3 minutes or so, and I think on a really good day, I could probably get near 600 maybe for 3 minutes, but yeah, I've never really wanted to do that because it would hurt so much. I mean, as soon as you get into 500 watts for any amount of time, then that really hurts. So 550, 600 watts, I don't know. I mean, the lad who won it, I suppose he did over 600 watts for 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So yeah, sort of Tour de France winning speed and power, that really. So yeah, I was hoping for a good VO2 score, maybe high 70s, low 80s on a good day. So that's something exciting coming up, and it'll take place over several visits. So they want to know what my critical power is for sprint over, I think it's 6 seconds. Fatigue resistance and stuff, but I have more videos coming up on that, so stay tuned. Yeah, leave your predictions. What do you think? Will I be in the 70s, 80s? I can't remember what the units are and stuff, but it's essentially if you're getting on for 70 plus, I think it's millimoles of oxygen. I can't remember what the units are. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk recently about VO2, because in terms of looking at overall health and like longevity, it's become very clear that if you have the higher your VO2, the healthier you'll be over the long run. So as you age, really trying to keep up your VO2 from exercising or having fun while moving your body There's a man ahead of me, I have to be careful. You didn't see that really. Oh, I don't know whether I would do that. Would you? I don't think I would drive my electric wheelchair on the open roads. That's a bit scary, that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, people are talking about VO2. It's probably the best marker. You know, we talk about these markers and blah blah blah. But yeah, VO2, keeping that high. Well, I mean, you're not going to live forever. This is the, I think, misconception about health is, you're not, with all of these things, you know, you're not going to live forever. It's just that the same amount of time that you would get will be, you know, the quality of life will be better. So you'll live till still 70 or 80 or whatever, but you'll be up and about and enjoying every day until the last one. Yeah. So there's more food for thought, so to speak. Now, what am I going to do for training for that? Well, probably just get a good few miles in the next week. So I'm going to actually start about a week or so from now. So I just want to get some miles in because, you know, I stopped doing a lot of miles to sort of freshen up for the hill climbs, and I don't really like doing sprints and stuff like that. I like to just ride a lot when I can and enjoy that. But yeah, some people like to do sprints and efforts and whatnot, but not really a fan of that. Which way are we going to go? Man with coal. Yeah. So today I'm just doing 3 or 4 hours or so. This is Hayden Bridge in Northumberland. Now, if you want to know what the roads around England, the north of England, the beautiful cold dark north of England look like, then here you go. Here's Hayden Bridge in the autumn, soon to be winter. Now it's great. Now these roads around here are great for training because it's pretty quiet. This thing is tapping my helmet, isn't it? That's annoying, isn't it? I need to sort that out. So right now, you know, I can ride from home, and so I'm in the north of England, here in Northumberland. So if anyone from the big city lying down is seeing this, I'll be shocked. You will be shocked. I'll go this way. Just pole blocking me view. So yeah, today just 3 or 4 hours, just nice and easy after the hill climb season. I did a bunch of, well, not a bunch of, I did a few videos on the channel talking about that, but I like to focus more on doing road races really than hill climbs. But I think definitely next year I'm gonna look to be, I think, do a bit more serious next year. Actually, you know, it was really amazing experience, and I think I'm really gonna go for the whole bike weight weenie thing, you know, get a bike as light as possible. Excuse me. I mean, my bike, it might sound crazy, but mine was 6.8 kilos on the day. But you know, there was bikes there that were 2 kilos lighter than that or more. I think the lightest I saw was about 4.5 kilos, something like that, for a road bike, or a bike. Not really a road bike, and it's not really got anything left on it. Oh, it's a bit muddy. Survive that. So no, I'm not going to do any, you know, the winter cycle sports, so mountain biking or cyclocross. I'm just going to focus on the road, training on the road. I mean, as long as the weather is good. Here in the north of England, I don't know how often that happens, but just enjoy just riding a lot, as much as I can. Train like a pro. I think I'm going to do a few videos on that for sure. Training through the winter and getting ready for the winter training and what to wear and take and blah blah blah. So subscribe and stay tuned for that one. Now I was going to do this crazy challenge in my off season, so that was to see if sugar makes you fat, because I think a lot of endurance athletes, runners, cyclists, and just everyone in general, don't they? It's sugar that makes you fat, isn't it? But I haven't actually found that to be the case. You know, I found that just, you know, essentially what I'm eating, rice for the sport and fruit and cutting out fats and oils, and I've just been as lean as I've ever been. So I was gonna eat 500 grams of sugar every day for a week and not exercise and see what happened. But say with this lab testing, I wanted to keep my fitness, so maybe that video will be probably, I don't know, I think I might do it still. If the opportunity arises that I can do a week off after this, maybe after this lab testing, I'll do it. Got the stick banging my head. I think I need to get a proper mount. This above average cyclist, maybe below average vlogger. Yeah, hope you're looking forward to the lab testing as much as me. You're excited for that. I'll have videos on that. I'll let you know how fit I am, and then maybe I'll do what did I eat and blah blah on the training to get that fit. That'll be interesting, won't it? So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed these roads of Northumberland in the autumn. Still a little bit of colour in the leaves, beauty in the leaves, but a few weeks it'll all be gone, so gotta enjoy that while we can. Bit like, you know, the leaves in Japan, isn't it, where it goes orange? That's in the north of Japan. Maybe someone can leave a comment and let me know about the colour changes around the world. But anyway, yeah, I'm huffing and puffing up this hill, but it's steep. I'm not that unfit. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time. Ciao.